Baseball is coming back to Kinston, with the Junior College World Series coming this Memorial Day weekend. The seats here at Granger Stadium, they might be empty right now. But just in a short period of time, fans might be filing back into the seats and watching some baseball at historic Granger Stadium. The Pittsburgh Penguins are taking on the New York Rangers here in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. This is the first time these two teams have seen each other in the playoffs since 2008, which ended in the Penguins winning that series, and they hope to start off the same way here tonight at the Consol Energy Center. Here at Robert Morris University in Moon Township, the Robert Morris Colonials take on Phelan Dickinson in the quarterfinals of the NEC Conference Tournament. Customers enjoy their food.
You all right with everything?
At Christopher's Cafe in downtown Kinston. A staple for the area.
853.
Owner Christopher Marolis is quick to reminisce about another staple from the area.
Yeah, I miss baseball.
He's the definition of a die-hard fan.
I went to a lot of games. You know, one year I went to 68 of them. They played 70.
Now some good news is being hit his way. Baseball is coming back to Kinston, with the Junior College World Series coming this Memorial Day weekend.
You know, every hotel is full, and we called around this weekend. We had one guy that needed an extra room, and he couldn't get a room.
Scott Alston works with the Kinston-Lenoir Parks and Rec Department. He walked me through Granger Stadium as crews prepare the field.
So we're hoping that's going to fill the stadium too as well, and we'll just, in our local crowd, they want to see baseball back.
And with that many people expected, city leaders are expecting about a $500,000 home run for the local economy. That's more good news for Kinston businesses.
We'll be busy. Memorial Day weekend, a lot of people in town. So I know we'll be real busy.
The sounds of the boys of summer have some hoping they can lead to a lot more in the years to come.
Like I said, it'll be a big prelude for hopefully something coming down the road is what we're hoping.
And I'm looking forward to baseball coming full time. Class A ball, which will be huge here in Kinston.
Reporting down in the ballpark, Chris Hoffman for News Channel 12. A Sunday afternoon at the Southern National Motorsports Park in Kinston brings hundreds of people to the stands. It also brings out the drivers who have a passion to race.
Started when I was 15 at Coastal Plains, and we raced 4-cylinders, and then I've been racing ever since.
Lenoir County native Haley Moody comes from a racing legacy. Her father, Jerry Moody, raced at the tracks throughout the Eastern Carolina area. He helped others who had a desire to race.
Yeah, Jerry Moody, he was an awesome guy. He gave me a chance to have a chance to keep racing in late model stock, and he gave a lot of people a lot of chances.
Matt McCall raced in the car that Moody owned, eventually winning a United Auto Racing Association championship.
He was a very cool dude. He was a racer, crazy hard racer. It was cool to be able to work with him.
As for his daughter Haley, she continued to grow and won her first late model race in 2013. The excitement would not last. Jerry Moody passed away less than 2 days later at the age of 71. His widow, Becky, remembers his final words.
Jerry said something, and in a minute, here comes Haley, and I said, "What is it, baby?" She said, "Dad called me," and he grabbed her hand and took his last breath.
And that's what brought the drivers out to the track Sunday, a race to remember Jerry Moody.
It's pretty cool because my dad's always had a car here, and I know he'd want me to race it, so it's pretty cool.
Starting in the inside row of number 4, that's the number 50 car of Haley Moody. A lot of mixed emotions on this particular race, racing in the memory of her dad.
And for 100 laps, drivers battled it out in Moody's memory.
I'm just glad I had someone in my life for 30 years that so many people loved and thought so much of.
Becky Moody watches as a mother would with concern, making sure her daughter is okay. She's the only female racer in this group. Then comes the last lap.
For the last time down the back straightaway, it's a third of a mile left for the car number 51 of Matt McCall. He's going to come to the checkered flag.
Haley may not have won, but for the Moody's, this is still a win.
If we couldn't win, I'm glad they won.
McCall says the Ford-loving Jerry was somewhat with them at the end.
Well, I don't want to give him too much credit because we have a Chevy in here, so he probably was a little bit, but not 100%.
McCall giving his winning trophy to the family it honors. Chris Hoffman for News Channel 12. The seats here at Granger Stadium, they might be empty right now. But just in a short period of time, fans might be filing back into the seats and watching some baseball at historic Granger Stadium. Sounds that are only a memory at Granger Stadium in Kinston.
I never remember something baseball not going on at Granger Stadium.
Professional baseball hasn't been seen in Kinston since 2011, when the Kinston Indians left town.
For the last 2 years, you keep hoping. I mean, you just say, well, I mean, you know, are they working on, is something going on?
But now, Kinston baseball fans may not have to wait too much longer.
We have signed a 12-year agreement, which is a long-term agreement to make sure that baseball is coming back to Kinston. It's not a short-term agreement. And it really shows both the Kinston Rangers LLC and the city of Kinston's commitment to bring minor league baseball back to eastern North Carolina for a long period of time.
It's a double play, the return of baseball and a boost to Kinston's economy.
They come here, they're more than likely going to stop and eat. They're going to visit, they're going to shop, and they're going to do things, and that's a long season.
But they're not sliding into home just yet.
There's some things that need to be taken care of. There's still several steps that need to happen before a first pitch can be thrown out, but as a community, we're very excited.
Excitement like you see in a ninth inning when the closer comes in to finish the game.
We're tickled, we're excited. The baseball's coming back to Kinston, but most importantly, we're excited to have a drawing card to draw fans and people from other cities to Kinston.
Reporting in Lenoir County, Chris Hoffman for News Channel 12.
America's favorite pastime is hitting the home stretch of the season. The League Championship Series will begin tomorrow with the American League matchup of the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. Now, one of these teams will finally break a World Series drought, as the last time the Royals were there, it was 1985, and the Orioles back in 1983. Now, it's the opposite story in the National League, as both the St. Louis Cardinals and San Francisco Giants have been here multiple times. The Cardinals for a fourth straight time, the Giants for the third time in 4 years. Staying with baseball, the Pirates may have had their second straight winning season, but the offseason could bring a whole new look to this ball club. Gold Glove catcher Russell Martin is the big name floating around, as he is expected to see big money come his way in the free agent market. If the Pirates do lose Martin to free agency, top names on the market would be John Buck, Ryan Doman, and A.J. Przinsky. Other notable free agents for the Pirates include pitchers Edison Volquez, Francisco Liriano, and shortstop Clint Barmas. The Pitt Panthers season began with so much hope after a 3-0 start, but 3 straight losses have them holding on to their bowl eligibility by a thread as they take on ACC rival Virginia Tech this weekend at Heinz Field. The Penn State Nittany Lions, look to rebound from their homecoming loss to Northwestern. They go to the Big House in Ann Arbor to take on Michigan. West Virginia beat up on Big 12 conference opponent Kansas 33-14 last week and look to carry the momentum as they go down to Lubbock, Texas to take on Texas Tech. There you can see the Pioneers warming up before their tough home matchup against Damon, but the Pioneers, they came out fast and furious. TJ Hetherington comes flying up the lane, gives off to McNeil. McNeil off the window and in, and it was Pioneers quickly and it early. TJ Hetherington on the far side drills the Rainbow 3, and the Pioneers would get themselves a nice little lead, but Berea would come back. Garment coast to coast here with the layup, and they weren't done. You're going to see Beckham here. He goes to the top of the key, makes the Rainbow 3, and Berea was pushing it. They come out of half, and they're still riding hard, and it's going to be Webster throwing that one down, getting themselves back to within 5, but then it was the Pioneers all after that. Fab Smoy with the big dunk. Then it's TJ Hetherington with the 3 from the near side for the Pioneers, and they just kept pulling themselves away here in the second half. TJ Hetherington into the lane. Fab Smoy off the window and in, and the coup de grace. TJ Hetherington to Josh Polott for 3 on the near side. Pioneers, they seal the deal at home, winning 110-97. TJ Hetherington matching a career-high 42 points. And the Pioneers move up to 13-9 on the season. Pioneers break the huddle there at Highmark Stadium before a new conference rival matchup. Tokarski from the 18-yard box slashes that one in, but just saved there, setting up a Pioneers corner kick.
off the corner. Pioneers have a big chance here to go up 1-0 early. That corner's delivered in. It's headed, and it's going to just wide. The Pioneers several missed opportunities early on, such as this penalty kick here. Easy chance to go up 1-0, and it goes wide. Now here comes the big breakthrough. It's coming down to Kerry Kowalski. Kerry Kowalski scores for the Pioneers, and the Pioneers go up 1-0, and that was the big breakthrough there. And the Pioneers would keep that lead to halftime. It was 1-0 there, and Berea, they needed something to respond, and they would just not find it as Megan Kuntz got into the game, and Megan Kuntz took over in the second half. Nice little floater right over the goalie off her hands, and in Megan Kuntz buries that one for the Pioneers. And she wasn't done there. Just 5 minutes later, Kuntz gets it right around the goalie, and she's going to put that one back of the old onion bag. Pioneers seal the deal there. They win 3-0